Hi, I'm Jeff Ludy, the owner of Houston Window Experts, and I'm at the International Builders Show in Orlando, Florida. This is 2022. We're still in the middle of a little bit of COVID. And I want to introduce you to Deriek Braun. Deriek, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Deriek is with Quaker Windows and Doors. That's one of the products that we distribute, sell, and install. And I saw this beautiful booth that you see behind me featuring most of the products that they offer. And I started talking with Deriek, and I realized he is their what do you call it? Luxury?
Director of Luxury Sales.
Director of Luxury Sales.
Yes.
And so my first question, of course, is define luxury sales.
Luxury sales for me is this.
Yeah?
Big expanses of glass, giving homeowners what they want, not just delivering what we think that they need.
Yeah.
It is what they want. Is it a color? Is it a size of a glass? Giving them options that allow them to be different than their neighbor, to make a statement when they walk in. The grand entrance right there, 4x8 lockbox doors. This is something that it sets a house apart. Absolutely, Jeff.
So we all know, right, that our homes do more than one thing. More than just cover us, keep us warm, keep us safe. They're also sort of a representation of who we are, just like a car, right? Like I know car A at 10 grand can get me to my destination probably almost as well as car B at 300 grand, but car B says something about me.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. Whether you want to paint this window door black or you want it Tesla red, we'll match it any color that is out there. So yes, it's all powder coat paint. 2604, 2605.
Yeah.
So you get a lifetime finish out of it.
How many finishes do you have? I mean, maybe you don't know the exact number, because I know you can even do some custom stuff, right?
We do. We have about 20 plus colors that we offer out of our standard fan deck. And then we also offer any custom color. You bring me a color chip of what you're looking to match, and I'll be more than happy to match it for you.
So we made a video with Ben, who's their head engineer, to actually discuss more about how the products are made, and we'll put a link to that right up there. You can go check that out. That's a really good video, kind of a great tour of the whole thing. But the reason I wanted to meet with you specifically and kind of talk about some of this again is because you probably have a better perspective into like what's trending and what do people like. And you know, if you're building a house or you're remodeling a house, you want to be up to date on where we are. What do you see happening right now in this industry?
We see large expanses of glass opening up, you know, taking the twin window, ripping the twin out and going with one big picture window, one big. With our casements, with our door lines, we're seeing bigger and bigger and bigger.
And everything's bigger in Texas, by the way, in case you didn't know that.
Texas definitely pushes us. You know, right now we just introduced a new multi-slide door system that is a 5-foot by 10-foot panels. Texas is pushing us. We want them 6 foot. We want them 8 foot wide. We want to go 12 foot tall. So these are things that we're working on. Our engineers are working on this as we speak. Some in our manufacturing facility right now that are building all the doors out.
So one of the things I noticed about this product here, because steel is really big right now, right? I mean, people love steel, the look, but they hate how it doesn't operate very well. They hate how heavy it is. They hate how costly it is, right? And not that budget's always at the top of the list, but eventually if you're building a house or remodeling a house, you've got to consider budget.
Absolutely.
You guys have created a steel look here. Out of a really ultra premium aluminum product with a terrific finish that's not going to have the same issues for longevity, right?
You're absolutely correct. So the door itself carries a U value where you're going to struggle to get the U values that we're going to pull out of this. The door itself is a 4-foot by 10-foot panel. We will do French doors. It is a true lockbox door. So
it is what you call a lockbox, right?
This is the lockbox, a true cutout of the glass. So it is not an STL or a cover that goes over the top of the glass.
Right.
It's actually cut out into the glass.
So this is a notch. The glass is not straight all the way down.
Correct.
You've got this notched out.
You are absolutely correct.
Does that present a problem for durability, like seal failures or anything like that?
Not whatsoever. So we are cutting everything ourselves. We glaze everything ourselves, and we temper the glass ourselves in-house.
So you have complete control over the process.
We're pretty vertically integrated when it comes to this.
You know what I like right here, and we can always get a close-up for you about this, but you actually have a black or super dark spacer.
Yes.
And here, I've seen a lot of people who make a product, not even this nice, of course, sometimes even more expensive than what you have. And there's like a stainless steel.
So all of the spacer systems that we use through all of our luxury products is Super Spacer. Quanix does a fantastic job of supplying with us, kept us ahead of the market as we've been challenged through the COVID times. They've been able to keep up with us the whole way through. But everything that you'll see in our booth today has the Quantic Super Spacer in it.
I like too how you have this bevel profile here.
Gives you nice clean lines,
Yeah.
2 1/4 inch main frame, or sash frame all the way around the door. It does give you clean lines, and when I drop SDLs in here, I can really mimic that steel look, but give you the properties of a true thermal window.
SDL is those divider grids?
Yes.
Simulated divider light?
Divided light.
There's a video about that right here, by the way. Sorry, I always promoting my videos.
Multi-point lock hardware,
Uh-huh.
locks out,
Yeah.
so we can.
So security is really an important part of building houses now.
It is, and with this door system, we're going to find that a lot of people are going to be utilizing this door system for their front door.
Okay, oh yeah,
You know, because more and more people are asking for the big glass. I want to see through my house.
See through to the beautiful windows you make that are on the back.
And I want to be able to see the lake. I want to be able to see what is in the backyard. So we're looking through the glass. I don't want to see my windows. I want to see through my windows.
Oh, what a great point. You know, you remind me of something that I like to talk about sometimes, is there's functional windows and doors, right? And then there's what we would I call it like jewelry for your house.
Absolutely.
So if you can't put jewelry everywhere, at least put the big diamond at the front door.
You know, find the focal point in the house.
Uh-huh.
If you can't afford to do it everywhere, find a feature.
Yeah.
You know, we put in granite countertops, quartz countertops.
Right.
Find a feature, something that sets yourself apart. A corner window, a big multi-slide door, a lockbox door. There's so many different options that we have, and that can mix and mingle with other products that are out there.
So, Deriek, you bring up a great point. Like, let's say you do a quartz countertop, and in 15 or 20 years, it's dated. You yank it out, put another one in.
Right.
If you put in a door that now, 5 years later, like, oh, why did I let my builder pick the door? I should have picked the door. I hate the door. It's a bigger event to replace a door than it is to use the right one the first time.
You're absolutely correct. Yeah. Absolutely correct. So with the door systems, looking at the barrel hinges, the Euro groove that goes through, the multi-point lock systems, the lockouts, it is a very important decision. It's not something that you take lightly, especially with something that you're coming in and out of on a daily basis.
So a lot of people in my market work in energy, right? I mean, Houston's a big energy complex, and they travel. You know, I hear from spouses all the time, oh, you know, she's gone or he's gone, sometimes weeks at a time. Security is really important, and I see you've got a really nice security, not just you sell it as security, but I mean the way it connects between these keepers and these pawls, et cetera. What do you do? Is there an option to protect the glass more, like laminated?
So
or
I can take this to a laminated glass, absolutely. It's something that we buy out through Cardinal. Cardinal is our glass supplier, but we can go to laminated glass on this 6mm Lamy, and we can get it to the point where you're not going to break through the glass whatsoever.
So it's really kind of like the same product that you guys would be using in like hurricane zones.
Correct.
Where it's impact rated.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So not only is this luxury in the sense of beautiful, but actually function too. When you spend a little more money, you're going to get better functioning products, and you're going to get better options. And one of the things that you told me before we went on camera I really like is, you know, you have the 2604 or 2605, and then you actually have an additional clear powder layer that can be applied. It's an optional cost.
Yes.
But describe that, because that was new to me. I didn't know that even existed.
After we put our powder finish on there, and it goes through the heat up session, becomes a liquid, becomes the paint that is on there. After it cools down just a little bit, then we'll drop a dry powder on it and heat it back up. Not messing with the finish that is on there right now, but it'll just get the clear to gel, so we're getting an extra layer of protection.
And that's important, I mean, anywhere. But
anywhere.
But if you're facing, say, the west, and the sun sets in the west and just beats up your product.
One more product that I would love to be able to talk to you about
let's do it.
is called Solar Low E. It is a product that we see in patio furniture and car colors. It is an additive that we're mixing into our powder that is actually a low E. Your black window. You go to touch
reflecting heat?
It's reflecting heat away from the product.
Really?
When your installers go to pick up the door.
Yeah.
I will tell you that a black 2605 and a black 2605 with Solar Low E, there's about 20 degrees difference to the touch. Not only are we saving the installer's hands, but we're also saving our seals, the sealant that is keeping the window or door in place. So
because, you know, the enemy to anything is heat and vibration.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. It's going to break it down sooner or later.
It's going to break it down. So I think of that top coat you're talking about, that's the dry powder and you rebake it. I think about that being like if you're familiar with ceramic coating on a car.
Absolutely.
Right, like you buy a brand new car, you go put ceramic coating on it.
Yes.
Why? It's that extra layer, right?
Extra layer of protection. And
easier
that's
to
what it
clean,
is.
I would imagine, or it maybe doesn't attract as much dust.
It doesn't attract as much dust, but it is easier to clean for sure. We're a company that has been in business for over 70 years. We were an engineering company designing commercial products. We took all of that information, what we had learned from it. We work on our thermal brakes, the structures, the windows, everything that you go into. Our windows are an AW100 rated. We'll take them up 25 stories. That is an architecturally correct window, taking it up for the DP ratings, everything that you need to be able to go to that 25 stories in a building.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and that's called AW100.
AW100.
Okay, so it's different standards,
yes.
Just like we have design pressure ratings for windows and doors.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So it's just a one step up.
So you took commercial, which can be ugly sometimes.
Absolutely.
And you said, how do we make commercial beautiful?
And you bring it into the residential world. So we took all of the years of experience that we've had and started to bring it into the residential. Mm-hmm. You will see oversized glass. You know, the companies that don't choose to play with us, we'll see you in the near future. Quaker has been a hidden little gem, and for our first time at IBS, I think that we showed very, very well.
Mm-hmm. Now, don't talk specific numbers, but just in general terms, has this been a successful kind of move for the company?
This has been a wildly successful.
Really?
So I do run the department. We started out with myself and a couple people. Today we have 10 people that are inside Quaker's luxury division. They're direct reports of mine, and we're selling product from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Texas down in the tip of Texas, all the way up to the Canadian border.
So you cover the whole U.S.?
U.S.,
okay.
yes.
Okay. So one other thing, and thank you for taking time. I know you've got a lot of things you can do. So sometimes there's a need for a product like this, but there's not a budget to do it like, 57 windows and 29 doors in your house, right? Tell us what other products you make that are maybe more of a value point than this, that would still work with the basic standards, say colors that most people would choose.
So not only do we offer all of the aluminum line, but we also offer a Brighton series, a wood product. So it has aluminum clad or aluminum skin to the outside and true wood to the inside. Can be painted black to give you the modern feel. We also manufacture a full line of vinyl windows.
Can we see that?
Absolutely. Let's walk this way.
Okay.
Come on in.
All right. Oh, yes. Welcome. Don't trip, though. Man, I love this color right here. What do you call that?
It's a copper tone. That was a custom.
Man, I like that.
It's beautiful.
That really does
it?
Look like copper, doesn't it?
So this is our B100, our Viewpoint Window. It does give you those contemporary lines, but
this is vinyl.
This is a vinyl window with a laminate to the outside. It is a heat reflective laminate, so as it being black, we know vinyl does move, but with the heat reflective laminate, it is baking it out. We're not having any issues with it whatsoever.
This is much better than paint.
100%
I mean,
better.
Paint now has come a long way. I'm not
the
saying
durability, the scratch test when you go up, we are not scratching. We're not having any problems with that whatsoever. So the durability is.
This profile is the word identical too strong? Is identical too strong to like some of the other products, right? Like I could put your aluminum product next to your vinyl.
We could mix this product 100% with our aluminum products, the City Line product. The thing is it does carry the commercial look. So it is a sash that nests. It doesn't nest inside the mainframe. It comes closed to the outside.
Can you point that out? Let me open this. Because I think that's a great point.
So as you can see, when the sash opens up, has a full gasket going all the way around, but it nests to the outside. It does not come in like a standard traditional casement window. So when this window goes closed,
I'm going to close it for you, and you'll see this part actually will overlap onto the exact same place on here, right?
And it just sandwiches right over the top of it. Similar to the City Line window that we have right down here.
Which this is aluminum.
This is all aluminum.
Okay.
But you'll notice that this window, let me pull it closed here.
Okay. Yeah, look how this frame comes all the way to the edge of the window. So this actually looks like a fixed window from the outside, right? Because you don't see that.
But you're getting the everything that's going to come out of it with the bulb gasket. When this window goes closed, it is a complete compression seal all the way around.
On all four sides?
All four sides.
So it's kind of like a refrigerator door.
Absolutely.
I tell people sometimes, the only thing that's more better sealed than a casement window in your house is going to be your refrigerator. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, and of course it needs to be, right? It's built,
absolutely.
It's built specifically for
so
that.
it does. It has full perimeter seal all the way around it.
And this is that, we talked about SDL a few minutes ago. This is what we're talking about, right?
Yes,
Those
absolutely.
Really nice, and you guys have such a nice, good, deep profile in your sash. You can accommodate real depth, real dimension.
So when you do see it, it does give you that aesthetic, pleasing look that you're looking for out of a house.
And you can do like a lot of different things. I mean, like this is not a traditional, squares everywhere. I see you got a little architectural feature at the top.
Yes. And the depth of the SDLs is truly impressive, and it sets you apart.
And you make these in all the same colors, obviously, than what you would.
A powder coat, all of them, and everything is color matched. So yes, everything when you buy a job, depending on when it goes through the line, everything is 100% the exact same color.
One of the last questions I want to ask.
Yes.
Warranty, right? Like people always want to know, you buy a car, hey, how many miles do I get? How many years do I get? What, on your products, what's covered, what's not?
So all of my hardware carries a 10-year warranty. Okay. And then the window itself carries with a 2605 paint, we're going to have a 20-year warranty on it. So,
and what about the glass? Because that
the glass
seems to
has
be
a
what
20-year warranty on it as well.
Warranty.
Everything that we use, I mentioned the super spacer system. It is a full foam spacer system. It is more forgiving than the solid spacers that are out there or the aluminum spacers. It allows that window to flex. As we get compression in the house, when we open the front door, the window flexes. As the wind hits it on the outside, it's flexing. That super spacer allows that window to flex and not have any seal failures.
I would imagine gives you fewer of those seal failures, right? Because you're not two hard surfaces
compressing and moving. So it allows the window to flex, so it cuts down on our seal failure. Everything that we use, or everything that we glaze up ourselves, is all wet glaze, so we do not use a tape. So that's where the glass sets into the frame. We actually put a bead of silicone around it instead of using a double sticky tape. So a couple of the differences.
Better connections too.
Yeah.
And does that make it more energy efficient?
It does make it more energy efficient and makes the window more stout all the way around. Yes.
So if you're looking for, whether it be replacement or new construction, if you're looking for a very high quality, top tier product from a company that is growing and setting trends, right? Because everybody wants to buy next year's phone, not last year's phone.
Correct.
I think you ought to consider Quaker Windows and Doors. You can go to jeffslist.com, give us your information. We'll let you know who we know that's in your area, whether it be for Quaker or maybe this is not the product for you. We're here to help you with that. But I want to say thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you so much,
and being able to give us a little tour and talk about the luxury division and what you guys do.
I appreciate the business. We appreciate partnering with you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you again real soon.